Thank you, Arve. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you.
Studying your favorite instrument, you discovered new possibilities. Is the research still going on? Are you experimenting with your favorite medium?
I'm still researching, I'm still curious, and I'm still sort of going into the instruments and to explore different things. It's absolutely it's a lifetime story, you know. It takes time. I remember when I was young, I heard Palle Mikkelborg from Denmark. He said, and then he was maybe around 65 or something, and he said, I'm still exploring the instrument. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's interesting. So I will still do some more exploration, and I think that's the greatest part of playing the trumpet, is to find the sounds, the different sounds. And there are hopefully more sounds to find.
And let's talk also about the other voice of Arve, that is voice itself. Trumpet players are often fond of singers, maybe because your instrument is so close to the original instrument, that is the voice. Are you working on it also?
Yes, the voice is absolutely, I mean, the instrument that is closest to the body, obviously, and then for me and for many other musicians, I think, in a way, the voice, we want to bring the voice through the instrument. And of course, with all these trumpet players from history, there's a lot of typical tradition of trumpet players also doing some singing. But I think if you go to the core of all instrumentalists, I think even piano players and guitarists, you know, they do, you know, they have this, they need to connect the voice to the instrument, because makes everything more organic. So it's quite natural that we want to use their voice.
Musical suggestions and influences in your inspiration have been always numerous, as it often happens. Which are your current musical passions? Are they maybe helping in your creative process?
Well, constantly there are sort of inspiration coming at my door, and I think there's a lot of music that's always coming through my experience, but also from my wife. She's also a musician. She sings with the Trio Medieval. So when Anna Maria is exploring something, I will dig into it as well and listen to it. And but of course, I'm at this point I'm very curious about Olivier Messiaen. You know, the orchestrations and the sounds from him, because to expand my harmonic research, I need to sort of get different inspirations. But I think it's more, for me, it's more interesting to listen to that instead of listening to jazz music. So, and folkloristic stuff also has always been interesting to me. So I mean, it's just constantly things coming in my way, and I listen to it and then go further with it.
Looking back to your career up to now, do you see constant elements, a logical stream or certain guidelines?
Well, to be a part of, what can I say, a community, that's always been a very important part for my musical sort of evolution. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all these other fantastic musicians that I've been playing with. And I think it's really obvious for all of us around us that we need inspiration. And being in an ensemble, but also at the same time try to explore your solo possibilities. But I find more interesting the part of being part of an ensemble, you know. So I think that's the most important thing to highlight.
You express yourself also through an instrument that is directly related to your breath and the physical element that is you. But your music is requesting a great attention, a deep mental involvement, both from you and from your public, I think. Do you use meditation techniques or a peculiar mental approach when playing, composing?
No, I'm just trying to be in the moment, and when you're on stage, you can't go anywhere else. So you're stuck in this situation, and for me, it's just so fascinating to see how my colleagues in different groups how they explore, and then that's actually enough meditation or preparation for me, you know. So, but of course, I rehearse a lot, and I keep my instrument and my embouchure and my breathing and up and running as good as possible. Should have been training some more, but that's also the story. I can go for a walk in the forest and just walk and don't think too much about things. That's also a type of meditation. So I'm not into any, what can I say, deeper exercises.
Is your music helping us to know and understanding anything about Arve, the Norwegian guy from Stranda?
Well, maybe I'm not the one to answer that. For me, it's like when I discover something, I want to show it to someone else, and of course, being interested in arts. And you discover things together with others. You want to show this, and you want to. I've been working with, for instance, Jan Bang for so many years, over 20 years, and with, for instance, Ståle Stoløkken, it's 35 years. So there's a long life running together with fantastic creative musicians, and I think when people listen to the music, they will probably find some sort of voice or some sort of way of telling stories, hopefully, and so I don't know. I hope there will be. Well, for me, it's very important that I try to be honest, and I try to do clear and with a love for being a creative person, and I know that is a talent, and I try to treasure that gift and my talent. So yeah.
Due to your large amount of collaboration and the fact that most of them are linked to improvised music, I'd like to ask you if your improvisative skills are changing and how.
Well, from the beginning, I started to play, Dixieland music and improvised very on these standard New Orleans material. And of course, as you get more ideas about chords, and meeting different musicians, they have a big impact on you. Trying to avoid cliches. Now I take everything that comes in my way and use them. So in different periods, you focus on different things. And right now, I'm just trying to as I've heard the elder musicians talking about, to play less. Not easy, but I'm trying to play less, and maybe that gives a more clearer storytelling. So that's maybe the last year's focus, to be more precise when I play, but we know that is difficult.
We know it. You certainly develop your personal sound, your voice. How do you imagine your future steps?
Well, I hope I can be able to continue play and perform. But of course, my thoughts right now, with the climate changes and all this traveling that we've been doing, and that I've been, what can I say, privileged to do, but I also know that it has its price. So I think that I've been teaching a little bit at an Academy of Music in Gothenburg, and I think topic that should be on the focus right now and in coming years now is how to be a creative musician, and also want to travel, and how could we do this to avoid all this pollution stuff coming up. So there are some things which is nagging me a bit right now, that I can't exactly say that I will do as much as touring as I did before, but we need to look into this, because we are using more resources than the earth can bring us. So we have to change something, and this is, all the people I know there, it's a problem that's nagging them, but we need to do something, and that's my bad consciousness, which is really pushing me. So that can create maybe new types of collaborations, new types of interaction between using digital, internet, whatever. So this is a hot topic for me right now. So I hope I find some good answers and good solutions.
Thank you, Arve. Thanks a lot.
Grazie mille.